Okay, I'm going to present the book that I choose, that is the five elements. Okay, first is the agenda, and this is the order that I'm going to present. Okay, let's start. The writer of the book Five Elements is Dan Jolie. He was born on August 8 in 1971, and his present age is 48 years. He's a novelist. He writes some comics and also movie scripts. And his genre is science fiction. Dan's production. Dan wrote 9 novels of science fiction, 12 video games, 38 comics, 5 educational comics, and he won 2 awards. This is some films based on his books, films that are really famous, and others that this one that have a game, the Terminator like that have too many movies, and they are really famous. The book. The book was written in 2018, and the first published was 25 of July of 2018. The form. The form is written totally. Why? Because as you can see in the photo, there is no images or another, this only text, so it's written totally. The format is novel. Why? Because it's divided in chapters, and here is a short definition that I found on Wikipedia that defines a novel. Okay, the genre. The genre is fiction. Why? Because there is persons with elemental powers like the power of fire, air, etc. And also because there's monsters with tentacles and also glyphs. And the register. The register is neutral. Why? Because sometimes there are contractions, but other times there are academical language, so it's like an equivalence, so it's neutral. The audience is mass media, specific is children. Why? Because the protagonists of the book are children, and also because the purpose is to entertain with action and adventure. In the book, all the time they were fighting, and all the time they are like in action, the protagonists with monsters and all of that. And the characters. The characters, the main characters are these four. That is, Gabe, the element of fire; Lily, the element of air; Barrett, the element of water; and Cass, the element of earth. And the secondary characters are the glyphs and the monster with tentacles. Also, there are two more that is the Uncle Steve, and the mother of Gabe. The perspective is in third person omniscient. As you can see, I cite some uh, uh, some prayers that the narrator knows the thoughts and the feelings, but also there is a first person. As you can see, they use I too many times, or me, so it's first person, but more of the times are third person omniscient. The plot. First, this begin on a house that where Cass gave Lily bread, and Jackson. That Jackson was the five element, or that was the five element of magic, but he was a gadget in two words, and they want to save Uncle Steve and the mother of Gabe from Arcadia. Then the story takes place in another house that was the house of the Uncle Steve, and that he lived. Also, Jackson lived there, and the cops were the mother, the parents of Cass, they were calling for him to, because they don't know what happened to him, they don't know anything, so they call, and they also call the police to, like, to see what happens to them, to him, sorry. And the cops arrive to the house, and Brett create apography, like the same person but for of water, but the cops don't know, so they just escape, and then some monsters with tentacles attack them, and gave kill them, because the weak of the monsters of with tentacles are the fire. The resolution of the main problem, that is to save Steve and the mother of Gabe from Arcadia, they with Brett that create a communication. They go there, and they save them, but they only could save the Uncle Steve, because the mother arrived too late, so he could not escape from that world. Direct characterization. This is direct characterization. This is how the they describe Gabe in this paragraph that I cite. And indirect characterization, the speech, the how he talks, he is very descriptive in the sentence. The thoughts or feelings of Gabe, he's really proud of himself. The effects on others, it was in this sentence, Lily was wary of his fire, because Gabe was uncontrollable, so Lily was really scared of him, because Gabe reached too much power, and he killed the monster with tentacles. The action, as I say, he's really powerful. In this sentence, it says how he lands flame from his fingers and how he kill the monster. And the look in the book, they never describe him. He describe him. So, but we know that is a child, and the photo. Why we should not read it? Because is a book really long, and also because the book doesn't have image, there is only text, and it's really boring. This is the references, and thanks for attention.